today whether we're out to make you further bankrupt. So what is the purpose? Let me give you the explanation. You may believe that being a bankrupt does not mean anything. But then you're a political juvenile. Mr. Jayaratnam, J.B. Rajaratnam, knows that there are two ways in which you can overturn a government. One constitutionally, the other illegally and violently. If you want to have any influence, you must get into Parliament. You have disqualified yourself. You cannot participate in any elections, and as long as you stay in that sterile state, you have neutered yourself politically in a constitutional way. And by every further action, as the damages go up on you, the longer the number of years, you will be disqualified. And Mr. Jayaratnam knew that, and he found the resources to pay up and settle his bankruptcy so that he can come back, because he knows unless he's qualified, he's not within the constitutional processes. Unfortunately, Dr. Chee, you have not seen the point.
Mr. Lee, may I ask you right now? Well, you said that I think it's perfectly all right to be a bankrupt. I'm telling you right now. You don't know what it means to be a bankrupt. I have 3 young children to take care of. I'm not complaining to you. I will take care of my own affairs. But for you to tell me right now that I should then work to pay off these debts that I owe you, this is disingenuous, to say the least. Because that's what you want me to do. You will sue me over and over and over again and continue to make me work to make the money to pay you back so that I cannot concentrate on doing the political work. I haven't finished. To do the political work, to be able to overcome this system which you have put in place. A system that is undemocratic, a system that abuses the rule of law, a system to ensure that you and your party perpetuate its hold on political power. I refuse to play this game because that is a game that we cannot win. The only way that we can win is when there is a democratic system, when there is a rule of law, and when both parties, ruling and opposition, have equal opportunity to reach out to voters, to tell them what is best for Singapore and let the voters decide. But every time I walk into the public and I decide to communicate with them, to sell my newspaper, to talk to them, you jail me. You tell me, where is the sense in all this? I will take whatever you dish out, Mr. Lee, because at the end of the day, I know I have right on my side, and as long as I know that justice is with me, there is nothing that you can do to me that will make me back off.
That is his credo, Your Honor. We believe he has got to play by the rules.
Rules which you have set up, rules which you keep changing.
Bankrupts being disqualified is a rule that applies in the United Kingdom. It applies in all the countries that have derived their systems from the British. So it was a rule which was in place, and it's not one we created. And if you are a bankrupt in England, you cannot participate in elections. Well, what's wrong? Therefore, do not become a bankrupt.
In other words, what you're saying, therefore, do not criticize you. That's the difference. Because do you see Mr. Gordon Brown or Tony Blair or Mr. George Bush suing their political opponents? whatever is said, you see,
I remember.
remains in the political realm.
No.
And at the end of the day, they allow the public to make the decision. That is the difference, Mr. Lee.